That's why I think everyone needs a red light therapy box. My whole deal is buy something that is going to reduce the amount of things you have to buy in the future, right? I'm going to talk about why I think no matter who you are and whatever your situation is, you could benefit from one of these. What I'm recommending is getting an actual box unit. I'm going to go over some brands in just a minute. So red light therapy is a proven technology, and basically it is emitting a light wave, and that's typically between 600 to 880 nanometers, and that wavelength will go penetrate underneath the skin. There's also an infrared light wavelength that typically goes up to around 1,000 nanometers, right? And that will go just a little bit deeper underneath the skin. And essentially what it does stimulates the mitochondria, which is the powerhouse, right? The engine of all of your cells. And it encourages those mitochondria to work harder and repair themselves. And so really, no matter where you point it, it will encourage the mitochondria to repair themselves, right? I'm going to really briefly go over what red light therapy or photobiomodulation has been proven to be effective at. Wound healing, unequivocally. Skin rejuvenation, collagen production. It enhances athletic performance by reducing muscle fatigue. You can actually work your muscles harder and longer than you normally would and have a quicker recovery time. Alzheimer's and traumatic brain injury symptoms. It is marginally effective at hair regrowth. Now, that also depends on the reasons why hair loss began to begin with, but it has shown to be effective at that, especially for certain types of non-hormonal related hair loss. Cognitive enhancement. I did some videos on this in the past, but it literally has proven to enhance cognitive improvement in many different ocular diseases, including myopia. It literally prevented that from occurring in children, glaucoma, and dry eye. And it's also been effective at different autoimmune disorders like Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which I have. And it has actually reduced my symptoms. I was actually able to lower the dosage of my medication after doing red light therapy consistently. It can seem like a scam that it's so effective at treating so many different far-ranging ailments, right? On a cellular level, it is going in there and supercharging the mitochondria to repair themselves, right? And so really, no matter where you point it, it will actually do that. Now, I think the majority of the red light therapy units out there are really ineffective. Anything that's a mask, anything that is flexible, no, not effective. So I've personally gone in and looked at certain units and compared them to what is in a lot of the studies. And there's a few brands that I do trust, okay? My favorite is Hooga because it's just the best value, right? There's ones that are way more expensive, but look to be exactly the same as Hooga. Another one is Mito or Mito, M-I-T-O. Those units are around $200 to $300. Again, also very effective and look to be pretty comparable to Hooga. And then there's also one called Platinum LED. This one also looks great. It's a little bit more expensive, but they're also bigger. If you want one that's more full body, like if it's for athletic performance, then Platinum LED looks like it's going to be a better fit for you. What I would also say about red light therapy is that you really don't need to do it very much. What's interesting is that the dosage that shows to be the most consistent in these studies where there's high efficacy, it's usually around 10 to 20 minutes per session, only a few times a week. So it's not the sort of thing where the more you do it, the more effective it will be. It will kind of plateau. I've not found any studies where there are negative side effects. For the amount of money that so many women spend on skincare and having these like multi-step skincare routines, I'm like, you could just get a red light therapy box and that would very much be exactly the same, if not cheaper, than the amount that one is spending on skincare alone, right? I also see a lot of people spending money on different athletic performance enhancers, right? And also cognitive enhancement, which is something to consider if you think about how much money people spend just trying to get their brain working better. I mean, depression symptoms, anxiety symptoms, and literally enhances your cognitive abilities. Yeah, in clinical trials, you could just do that at home without spending tons of money.